Good morning, world. Good morning. How in the world are y'all doing this morning? Coming on StreamYard this morning because I'm not together this morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How in the world are you? Come on in the building. Let's talk. Well, hello, thankful for life. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing? Hello, Myra. Good morning, Glendine. How are you? Thank you for the hearts and the roses y'all are bringing in this morning. Hey, Auntie Mimi. There she is. What's going on, Ms.V? Not a thing. Not a thing today. Just getting up, cleaning up this morning. Was away most of the weekend. So yesterday I chilled, didn't do anything, got a lot of sleep in, and I almost slept through this morning. Nothing's happening, nothing's shaking today. Good morning, Miss Rucker. How you doing? And my virtual family. I love it. Hi, Sharon Ross. Good morning to you. And how are you? And thank you for the roses. Wanda Clayton. How are you? Good morning. Hi, Kelly. How you doing? Thank you for coming over with the hearts and roses. Catherine lives in peace, not pieces. Good morning to everyone in the chat. And how is everybody this morning? Everybody, I hope, had a great Memorial Day weekend with family. Um, like I say, I didn't do anything. I chilled yesterday. When I came in Sunday, I didn't get to sleep until about 3 o'clock. I think I was just so wired up from the weekend, moving around and doing things. I didn't want to go to sleep. So I didn't have to because I didn't have to get up on Memorial Day to do anything. And so I just slept in. Good morning, Carolyn. Hope all is well with you. Good morning, Ms.V. and everyone, and good morning to you, Carolyn, and thank you for the roses and the butterflies. Hi, Veronica, how are you? Good morning. I see everybody had a great Memorial Day weekend because you're back and nobody's coming in with a complaint or anything that happened. So I'm glad y'all had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. Yes, indeed. Mine was just like I wanted it to be, left alone. Don't bother me. Let me get in my bed and get some sleep. I went from the bed to the kitchen to the bathroom to the bed in that order all day yesterday. Hi, Living Purpose. How you doing? Okay, let's see. Veronica says she hit that like button and everybody's hitting the like button as they're coming in. I appreciate that. Hey, JJ for life. Good morning. Day after Memorial Day. How y'all doing? Fanny, thank you for coming in, Mark, for me this morning. Hey, Tricali, good morning, love. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. And Wanda Clayton is in here this morning. So Miss V has nothing, no topic this morning. She's just talking off the top of her head this morning because I told you I just woke up and realized, oh, it's 10 o'clock. So I'm just coming out here, just being me this morning, just talking to y'all about whatever you choose to talk about, questions, answers, topics. It doesn't matter to me. Um, Auntie B may say, same. I had a relaxing day. I slept out on the beach, nice cool breeze. Out here, sun shining just right. Oh, now that sounds very relaxing out on the beach. Yes, indeed. It would have been a little too hot for me at the beach. My neighbors had a party, and I could actually hear everything. Um, there was a lot of people over there and they had a lot of fun. It was all day long. They started early around, I think around 10 o'clock yesterday, and it wasn't over until almost 12 something last night. So That was the party that I attended from my bedroom. I relaxed yesterday as well, Ms. V. My son cooked for me. Oh, that's good. Some holidays you just need to relax. I didn't feel like hanging out. I could have gone a lot of places and been with a lot of people, but it was like, I'm not feeling this. Okay, Fanny's telling you to hold it down for her, Myra. She's driving. Okay. Good morning, Renee Sharp. How are you this morning? Thank you for coming over. Hey, Dokie, how you doing? Thank you for the roses. I appreciate all of y'all coming in this morning. So I didn't watch a lot of YouTube either over the holidays. So what's going on YouTube? I have no idea. I'm sure Callie over there doing the same thing and saying the same thing because nothing really ever changes over there. It's always something about some people. I did see what she called um, Justice's daughter ugly. And I thought, wow, that's ugly coming from a grown woman, 50 years old, to come out here and attack another kid and call a kid ugly. Now, if you can't take what they saying about you, Callie, then there's a problem right there. To have to go and attack a child behind what the mother said about you better stop attacking these children. That's all I'm going to tell you, okay? You better stick with the adults because the children are not your equal. You're old enough to be that child's mother. And stop telling her about not going to the military. You always say, I don't have anything against the military, but if the young lady has chosen to go to the military and that's what her and her mother have chosen, she don't want to write no essay. You go write an essay. You the one that does not have anything, any college degree. So why don't you go write you an essay and try to get you a degree? It ain't too late. You wouldn't come out here being so dumb if you had gone to college because high school wasn't enough for you. See if you can get in by writing an essay and go to college free. You ain't got nothing else to do. They give you money to go to college. I'm sure you know that. Okay? So there's some free money right there. And leave folks' children alone. I don't know what's wrong with that woman. She don't get it that you don't drag children into it. Your children are grown. They don't need you to protect them. They come out here with their big mouths and they say whatever they want to say, and then you got to come to their defense. No, it don't work like that either. They get drugged like grown folks like they are. They have their own channels, their own pages. They don't need you to defend them. They're not babies, even though you think they're babies in your head. These are grown women and men you got out here, my babies. They should be out of your house and on their own, all of them, and started their own life. But you holding them down for some reason. And I'm sure that'll come out too. But leave these kids alone out here. Stop going after folks' children and thinking your children are the most beautiful kids in the world when they've already shown a lot of features on your children that are just not beautiful, okay? And neither are you. You're not beautiful inside or out. Some people out here are not beautiful outside, but they're so beautiful inside, you don't even see what they look like on the outside. You just happen not to be one of them. Let's get all that straight, sweetie. And let that child go on. Well, she's not going to stop because of what you said. You always dogging and down in the military because you said your boys, your children would never go. Well, that doesn't mean that somebody else may not want to go. They may be patriotic and you're not. They may want to serve their country and you and your children want to serve that street life. There's a big difference. and they will get paid going into the military and can get an education that's better than what you always bragging on over there. If they get a military education, they can go anywhere and get a job. You never thought about that. My second husband was military, and he came straight out of the military and landed a job at Amoco Chemical and made supervisor in no time flat and took control of that entire unit because he was on a nuclear ship, warship. Okay? And as you couldn't touch him with knowledge. Very few people could because he worked 17 hours a day on that ship. Okay? And that schooled him for life. And he was in the Navy for 14 years, which was an honor back then because they weren't letting black men get on no USS Daniel Webster. He had to go in on a buddy system and pass all kind of tests that you, my dear, wouldn't have never been able to pass in a regular college or in the military. And they have psychiatrists and psychologists to talk to them because they underwater. Most of the time they're down there. That would have been enough to drive most of us crazy in artificial lighting, making your own drinking water. You don't have no clue what people go through in life or have been through in life. You just come out here and just run your mouth and let everybody know how unintelligent you are. Stop it. Good morning, Annette. How you doing? Hey, Glendine. Miss JJ for Life says, I'm sick of her talking about kids. Yeah, it gets to be old after a while. You know, the thing that gets me is she comes out here and she makes her kids so beautiful. Why don't you let other people tell you they're beautiful? And that's what I don't get. Why you got to tell the world they're beautiful? Your standards and the world standards are not the same because I don't see them as beautiful. No, they're average looking kids. Maybe to you, they're beautiful. I'm sure all of us think our kids are beautiful, but I'm not going to go out there in the world and say, oh, my daughter is gorgeous. Oh, my daughter is beautiful. Oh, my daughter was so smart. Oh, my daughter is this. Oh, my daughter is that. It could change. She could get in a car wreck and not be beautiful at all. She could come down with some dreadful skin disease or whatever. I just thank God she's alive and well and able to take care of herself and her family and her husband. You need to stop, woman. You bring misery and strife in your life. I'm going on down here. She needs to get an fifth grade education first and take language classes, in my opinion. Yeah, she could start over. That's for sure. Just to listen to her. It just, if you, what am I, when you see her on StreamYard and you don't see a face of hers, you wouldn't think that this was a 50-year-old woman. Then when she comes out and she does show her face, it's like, this is her idea of beauty, herself. Come on, Callie. You need to get real with yourself. And that's all I'm going to say about that. You just need to get real about life itself and everything else. I'm going to be in a beautiful mansion by the end of the year. How? What you going to do that? You're in a rented house right now, not even a house that you own to sell to get you a mansion. But then again, your idea of a mansion and other people's idea of a mansion could be totally different because you brag on that house you're in, which is a house of yesterday. And if you bragging on that, then your idea of a mansion could be one step above what you already in. Okay? And how you gonna own that house? The mansion. Is this from the money that y'all sued the people, the first law firm? You think that's coming through to get a mansion? Poor thing. Okay. We pray you get it, so you be quiet, okay? Sharonda, I have a lot of respect for our military. You doggone right, Sharonda. Why not? People who are enlisting to help fight for your country, if your country get into a war, and with the technology they have in the service now that you got to learn, she couldn't even go in the military. She wouldn't be smart enough to run the technology. She can't follow orders. She don't have no structure to her life. She would be out there talking just like she talking, and they would just probably kick her out. But she got all that fight in her and all that fight in the children, but they won't go fight and help protect their country. I see. I get it. I understand. Street fight. Hey, Asia, how you doing this morning? Welcome to Houston, Texas. That's where we airing from. Asia? Yes. Asia. You didn't tell me if you had a twin sister. But happy belated birthday again. Asia had a birthday over in Hong Kong on her channel. I think that was either Thursday night or Friday night. Miss JJ for Life is speaking to everybody. All right, let's get on down. Y'all all speaking. Hey, Twyla, good morning. How you doing, Twyla? Just stopped in to check on my sugar woogers and my beautiful butterflies and make sure that they were all okay. I saw you shared my live stream, and I appreciate that, Asia. Yes, thank you. I appreciate it. Um, Wanda Clayton. What gets me is she's saying people talk about her kids, so that gives her the right to speak on other people's children. No, it does not. I don't know where she come up with these rules. It just tells me that nobody raised this woman because she spoke on me and my kids. I have never to this day ever spoken on her kids other than what she says. Uh-uh. I've never dragged her kids up and down the street. I could have because she spoke ill on mine, my child and my stepchildren and the children that was raised in my house. Oh, she talked about us big time. But see, that's the difference in our intellect and our intelligence level of thinking. I've never, ever down Marginate, Juju Banger, Myron, rest in peace, him, or Day Day. And Day Day has gotten out here and tried to drag me. I mean, I look like a warlock. How I look like a warlock when you can't even see what a warlock look like? You see what I'm saying? Our children are not smart enough for me to drag them. I realize there's something wrong with each and every one of them. So I just don't bother. I bother with her. She did the attacking. Her children are out here trying to defend her. Okay, that's it. That's all. And I told y'all when Day Day came out with that stupid stuff, even got my picture of me in the emergency room. That's how untaught these kids are. They've not been taught anything. They don't have no manners. They don't have no respect for folks. They don't respect her. I expect for them to respect me. It's not gonna happen. Mm-mm. They act like they were raised out in a barn, out in the backwoods somewhere, and then finally got to the city, and this is what they brought. The Beverly Hillbillies. It is what it is. Um, what else you saying? Speak on other people's children, but fail to understand that grown children are on here for the mess. Yeah, they on here for the mess and the money. That's it. And she'd have made sure she got every last one on my page so they could make some money. And made sure that all the squatters went over there to support them, but all of them don't. They would be up at 14,000 if everybody was supporting them. Uh-uh. No, look at the numbers they got and look at the numbers she got. Okay? Everybody over there on Rod Squad don't support them children in that mess. I told you, everybody over there ain't crazy. Why they stay over there with her, I don't know. But they ain't all crazy. My son is in the Air Force, and I resent that her sarcasm, nasty comments about the military. We all do, Glendine, because we all got sense enough to realize what the military means to the citizens of the United States. Okay? And I applaud him for wanting to go into the military and get educated and protect and serve our country. She doesn't. She doesn't have a clue. But if a war broke out, and it could happen here in the United States, we had a war here in the United States. North beat the South here in the United States. It could be the East and the West. For all we know, we don't know what war might break out, but it's people like that who start wars, running their mouth and don't know what to say, when to say, and who to say it to. That's why I say we need to be tested before we are even capable of getting a channel on YouTube, because you misguiding, you misleading people. You're pulling in like-minded people, and it's already started a YouTube war. She did. Mm-hmm. There wasn't no war before she came out here. Take credit for what you did, Callie. Sharonda, it's possible if her son was in the military, he wouldn't have been gun violence statistics. Exactly. But my thing is, I'm not sure if her kids could have even met the standard, those boys, to get into the military. And it would have helped Day Day tremendously if she had gone. Because, I mean, she has boy-like behavior about her. The other one is a little bit more feminine. I don't see her in the military, but Day Day could have gone with the boys and got some military training. They want to be violent, okay? Get ready for it. Good morning, Miss Renee. So say so, Ms.V. Yeah, I just, the woman, every time I hear anything about her, I be like, Lord, please help control her tongue and her mouth and her lip. And I'm not gonna say this anymore. I've thrown up the white towel. Um, I'm just not gonna address them. And as soon as somebody say something, here she comes. Her skin is thin. I've told y'all that months ago. That woman's skin is so thin, she cannot take what an average person can take, much less a strong person like me. Mm-mm. She's got to come back with something, and she's got to start up a bunch of lies. She got to talk about how people look. You know, you need to be a beauty queen when you come out here and you talk about people like she does. You need to come up with some trophies. You need to have shown some pageants. And those queens are very intelligent when they have to speak at the end. They've graduated or are working on graduating from some university somewhere, and they sound very intelligent. You could have never been in a beauty pageant. You're not tall enough. You're too big. You don't have the features to even be there, to be out here talking about anybody else's children and family. You forever doing that. That is so gutter and ghetto. Woman, grow up. Leave the military alone. My son retired from the Navy at 40, and is retiring again in December. Kudos to your son, Carolyn, from Homeland Security, government agent. I used to work with Homeland Security at the BWI airport. Carolyn, my job was to get them through, get them back into the U.S. by using their passports at the triage machines. And then everybody had to go through Homeland Security, which was customs there. And those were, I was working with international travelers. So I'm real familiar with the Homeland Security. Very nice people too. Uh-huh. Um, let's see. from Homeland Security government again, and he has a BS in criminal justice, all sponsored by the military. That's what I'm talking about, Carolyn. She has no idea. No idea. And that got him out of a small town to see the world. And he can pick up a job anywhere now, any state with Homeland Security. And military comes first in all of these plants around here that make 6-digit incomes. You know that. He can go and do whatever he wants to. Don't have to look for a job. All he got to do is apply. He got it. He's got the service. He's got the years of experience. And he also has a degree. You couldn't ask for much more than that. And not one of her sons could even come close to your son. But she found a way to dog him. That's who she is. Living Purpose say my two serve in the military. My son recently got accepted. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, Living Purpose, and hopefully everything will go just great for your son. Okay. Hey, developer, and all the beautiful people over here. Stop with the military kids and people not on social media. Yes, Miss JJ. I don't get that. And then how can people sit over there? And I know some of them people got their kids in the military and listen to her dog every now and then want to speak up for themselves and say something. You know, when she started talking about old and they're the same age as Miss Carver or whoever she's talking about at the time, when I'm going to stand up and say, well, I'm the same age as Miss Carver and I don't consider myself old. Every now and then, but they act like they scared they're going to get blocked. They need to get blocked. So and get out from over there being misled by somebody who has a little clue about life. Really has never even lived life, just started traveling, ain't been nowhere. But then went to Hawaii and I want to see you go. I want to see you go. Girl, that's elementary. Ain't nobody going to Hawaii to show you nothing. Get that out your brain. Wherever she go, it's always the best. She ate it the best. And over there being rude to them people and stuff. You just a poor example of life. It won't be a life well lived. If you fall tomorrow and they have to preach your funeral, what they gonna say? We ain't never seen her up in here at church, but that's hard to preach a funeral like that, Callie. They don't know you. They just saw you out on YouTube, so they gonna preach your funeral from what they heard you saying on YouTube. Baby, you need to go on somewhere and sit it down. Living Purpose, my son and daughter have served in the military. My son is now on the FBI agent, and my daughter is now on air traffic controller. Baby, she directed them planes in and out of here, and he's serving big time on the FBI agent. Yes, indeed. Kudos to both of your kids making something of their life and what they wanted to be, not what Callie want them to be. Glendine said, my son is in the U.S. Air Force. A lot of military people over here chatting with Ms.V. And I resent her nasty, sarcastic comments about the military. Yes, indeed. Yes, her kitchen is very outdated. I can talk because it looks like mine. Sharonda, your kitchen ain't outdated. Hers is. You know why? What the difference is? Because you can accept your kitchen for what it is, and she can't. You know the difference in an updated kitchen, and she doesn't. She think that is the state of the art kitchen that she is running around in. Baby, I appreciate that comment, Sharonda. Twyla Fields, I agree, Ms.V. She has put them out here and they have betrayed so much disrespectful behavior. Yes, indeed, is what takes others from saying or seeing their beauty. Exactly. If she had never said nothing, you might have seen the beauty in them. Or if Day hadn't come out here acting just like her mama and disrespecting her mama, she constantly on her mama's page with old grown people older than her mother. Why aren't you out with friends your age? Oh, but you did say that she went to Little Mermaid and you wanted us to think that was a guy that took her to Little Mermaid. Okay. Whatever you want us to think. Okay. Little Mermaid. Oh, okay. No, no children went, just her. And the moving on, moving on, moving on. Miss JJ for life. My father, husband, brothers, nephew, and son-in-law served in the military. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. All of y'all. Snyder didn't start talking about a mansion until Rita mentioned that that's what her son wanted to build her. Lord help that woman. Okay, see, Myra, I didn't even see that. And then she keeps trying to knock Rita's children. Though, look, first she said that he wasn't in college. She was talking about Bryson, wasn't taking college courses, okay? Then when he graduated the other day, she never said kudos to Bryson, okay, for 1 year in college and his last year in high school finishing up. Never. See how she is? She just like to dog other people's children, but then get mad when you talk about hers. That's what I don't get from that woman. You're going to get it every time you dog somebody's children. You need to stop that. Grow the hell up. That's not cute for a woman your age. You got grandchildren, woman, and you saying and doing all this stuff around them. So here they come, just like you and your children. And they're bragging about, I'm getting all my grandchildren. But you're not taking care of them. They is. You tied up her life with your grandchildren. She got to go play with them. We don't see you out there playing with them. And that food that you had the other day, you wasn't supposed to have nothing you ate the other day. That chili is not on your diet, ma'am. What was it? Salt and pepper chicken? You shouldn't be having that salt, ma'am. It makes you retain fluid. And why do you need all that meat? You got the ground beef, and then you got the chicken, and then you got the other kind of chicken. Where are the vegetables? You don't even know how to eat right. Now you're talking about somebody. Auntie Mimi, because people who grew up around gangs and dysfunctional families don't respect anything or anyone. True. Most of those cops are ex-military. She, the first one to ask for help. Exactly. Never even thought about that, Auntie Mimi, but you're right. Because that was the same thing with my oldest brother. Came straight out the military into the police department. Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm getting on down. Happy birthday. Oh, Myra's telling you happy birthday, Asia. And so is JJ. Boss Jimmy. Hello there, Ms.V. and everyone in the chat. Happy Tuesday morning to you, ladies. Injection me. I just stopped by, excuse me, to say hello. I'm not going to stay long to share my love with you. I'll talk to you. Okay, you'll talk to us later. Okay, Boss Jimmy, thank you for stopping by. We appreciate it always. You always welcome over here. Carolyn Tottenham, am I a USA Air? Wait a minute. Am a USAF veteran, and they paid for my nursing school, and I have health care for life. Look at that. See what I'm saying, Callie? While she was in diapers, we were risking our lives so she could grow up and bash children and military. Good point, Carolyn. Good point. I didn't know you were military. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Okay. Alicia. Hey, sweetie, how you doing? Thank you for the laughs and the roses. I appreciate that. Annette. children are grown. In my opinion, it's okay to talk about them. It's the little kids and babies who are off limits. Exactly. Her kids ain't no babies where she got to come out here and defend them. You can't defend grown folks. You can't even defend yourself. How you going to defend them? They should have got a page. You made YouTube Street what it is. So you should have told them what they was coming into when they got out here. Mm-hmm. And people who you don't see their children out here, why you trying to always make somebody show you something? Because you knows it. What you need to be nosy in is getting you some benefits, sweetie. And you keep saying you're working. Okay. We still ain't been to work with you. We know you're not working for social services. Okay. So where you work, Callie? We knows it. We want to know where you're working. You back down at Safeway? Huh? How many days a week you working down there? Talk to us. We talk back. Okay. I totally agree with you, and that is it's the little kids and babies. These other children can take care of themselves, just like Justice's daughter probably could take care of herself. She doesn't have a page. Why should she have to come on her mother's page to defend herself? That's just like my kids. I didn't have no page when she came out here acting like the big bad wolf and hollering about her kids would never go to the military. And oh no, I don't believe her because my kids did better than yours. You couldn't believe it? You thought your kids were the greatest thing since sliced bread? No, Callie, there are other children in the world who've done much more than your lawyer daughter or your 26-year-old that's still in school. That it's still a question as to whether they're your children. Okay, moving on. Mm-hmm. Jimmy says, hello, Devetta, my sister. Happy Tuesday to you. Auntie Mimi, it'll be great when everyone figures out they have been arguing with a mentally challenged woman all the time. So I don't argue with her. Auntie Mimi, I can't. First of all, she can't do anything but go low and hit below the ankles. And most of it that she's saying is not true. It's lies. Okay? It's the environment she was brought up in. It's hood, it's gangster, it's ghetto. That's not my life or my lifestyle. Mm-mm. So I just let her talk and say whatever she wants to. When she needs to be corrected, I come out here old enough to be her mama and tell her. I'm 19 years older than her. She says she's 50, okay? So I'm old enough to be your mama. So let your mother tell you you're wrong, okay? And go on get disrespectful if you want to. Because I told you, I'm building a case of elderly abuse out here. I ain't coming out here cussing you. I respect the people in my channel too much. And some of the people that you never see in my channel who subscribe to this channel, who are military, law enforcement, people of the cloth, people who down there at the church who subscribe to my channel. I'd be doggone if you finna bring me out and have me out here acting a fool and disrespecting people who have subscribed to my channel. This is not the channel for you. That's all I can say. Get. Mm-mm. Some sort of agency need to get involved. She's a functioning disabled breaking laws. Yes, she is. And then when it gets too bad, then you running down there to the police. But you've been running to them all along. According to them papers that hit the wall out there on that community wall, you've been calling them all the time. But you so bad, why you need to call the police when you come out here and banish a gun in front of everybody? Why are you calling the police? Why you just didn't knock them upside the head with the butt of the gun? Huh? You can't even handle your own children and then talking about somebody else's children. And then she forgets all this stuff that's out here because she in this make-believe world that her mind is in, she can't handle the truth about her own life. And then running down under them people. Them people could care less. They know you. You right. She even said that the police was called so much on the oldest child, the one that's gone. They know her. What kind of parenting did you give him then if the police was called that much? We see how they treat you out here. She's very disrespectful. Yeah, and the other one on the run from you. And Juju Banger will bang you up, and you know it. But you can give a blueprint for somebody else's life. We don't want it. Mm-mm. I would not want your blueprint to raise nobody's children, mine or nobody else's. No, thank you. Keep it to yourself. Y'all stay over there and do what y'all do. Um, Mentally challenged and disabled is the nice way to say it, if you catch my drift. Oh yeah, I got you, Auntie Mimi. The Gail, good morning. How are you doing? Sandra, good morning. Did you ever get the egg, Sandra? I got to get yours today. I got to track yours if you didn't get it, and I got to track inclusion. That's the two that said they didn't get their egg. And good morning to you, Sandra. Hey, Pierre for Life. I saw a little bit of your channel this weekend, Pierre, and hit that like button. Y'all were out in some water, and the kids, y'all were having fun. Pierre Bike Life, check his channel out. It's real relaxing, and it's just him out there just enjoying his life with the kids. Living Purpose, look at how Callie is all gangsta and bullying. She's their example. She hasn't taught those grown girls how to cook or much less anything else. Nana didn't even clean those ribs properly at her age. She doesn't know. Mm-mm. And she didn't bother to go Google it. That's something she could have done on her own. Well, I've never cooked them before. Let me Google a couple of people cooking ribs and see how to clean the ribs. I didn't see it, the Living Purpose, but I know you're telling the truth. hmm The correct expression is throwing in the towel. She got that mixed up with the white flag. Yeah, sending up the white flag is giving up. Throwing in the towel is being done. You are exactly right. Exactly right. So I'm gonna repeat it one more time. So Callie, she might not have got it the first time, At Mimi. So the correct expression is throwing in the towel. She got that mixed up with the white flag. Sending up the white flag is giving up, which I wish she had sent up the white flag. Throwing in the towel is being done. Either one, she could throw in the towel or she could send up the white flag. It wouldn't even matter to me at this point. Just go away and let people come out here and do that commentary without you being involved in it, because she thinks that this is going to go away. She even said 50 content creators were coming for her. 50. Now, it's got to be a problem if you don't see you got a problem and 50 content creators are coming for you. Why? That's what I'll be asking myself. Why is 50 content creators coming for me? Because what you said and did to them. That's why. Woman, you better get a grip. And if you think it's going to get any lighter, DJ done already told you it's getting ready to intensify. Better gone on somewhere. Myra's telling you congratulations, Carolyn, to your son. Living Purpose. She's easily offended because of her insecurities and how she is just ghetto, a grown bully with no relationship with God. No. She never tells you anything about God. She never shows you any godly ways about her. It's like God does not even come into her house at all. Just devils and demons and hood and ghetto, and this is all she portrays out here. No class whatsoever. Her mouth is just, I can use my words, will use them. Instead of coming out here all this MF and them. Girl, your grandchildren are going to be just as corrupt as you are because they're listening to their grandmama. Them kids grown over there. Them kids got cell phones. Them kids already throwing up gang signs at that table that night when you had them together. And you calling them grandbabies. You ain't got no grandbabies. You got grandchildren. I guess. We'll find out that sooner or later if they even your grandchildren. Word on the street says they ain't your children, much less your grandchildren. We don't know, much less care. Um, Good morning. Annette is saying, good morning, Ms. V. Hope everybody is enjoying this wonderful Tuesday. I am. I got up late, but it's a beautiful day. And I'm doing what I want to do today. I got an off day, so I decided I'm going to do some stuff here in the house towards packing. Maybe wrap some eggs, find out where the other eggs are that didn't make it, and just whatever. It doesn't matter today. I'm still in that resting mode. Jam Jam, good morning. How you doing, Jam Jam? I missed you yesterday. Did I even come on yesterday? Yesterday was Monday. No, I didn't come on yesterday, Jam Jam. I came on Sunday. Going to church. That's the last time I came on. I really didn't have nothing to say yesterday. I was sleeping most of yesterday. So I didn't catch a whole lot of nothing. I already noticed a very apparent learning disability. A lot of words not pronounced correctly, like specifically. Yeah, she says puh. I think it's pacifically, like the ocean is the way she pronounces it. Doesn't know common expressions, no home training, reading at a first grade level. Yeah, all of that. You caught it. Mm-hmm. Hey, Granny K. Good morning. How you doing, Granny? Hold on a minute. Let me give me some water here. Hope you had a great Memorial Day weekend. However you spent it, you're back this morning, and we're glad to have you. Jam Jam, why is it that we understand but they don't? That puzzles me. It's the lack of comprehension. They don't comprehend well, Jam Jam. And apparently they see themselves like in a bubble, maybe, where there's nobody in that world but them that's doing anything or saying anything or going anywhere. Um, but there's a disconnect from people because you never really saw her around people until this last video when she went around the father's side of the family. That's the first time I've ever seen her connect with anybody. And it looked awkward when she came up. She can't teach if she hasn't been taught. Each one can't teach one. Exactly, Granny. Yes, indeed. You said a mouthful there. She doesn't have a degree to even teach anybody. She doesn't have a blueprint of her own. I mean, a blueprint of her own to go over and try to tell anybody else when you look at how her children's lives are. They delayed. All of them are delayed. Her daughter is a couple of years younger than one of my nephews, and he's already been practicing law over 12 years and has made city prosecutor. And her daughter has been out there and has had a job per year at a different firm, and they had to let her go because she doesn't fit in with the other lawyers. And you can tell out here on YouTube that she says things that she's not sure of. Sometimes it's not the law that she's talking about. And it's kind of childish. Her channel can get very childish at times, especially when she brings men on there. It's like she's living a covered up life for getting out early and having her child. And then the whole thing is, but she finished law school. Yeah, but She did some things too, Callie, just like you did. She started off a little early, okay, which made her a mother much earlier than she should have been. And you said you took care of her daughter. Oh, Lord, have mercy. While she was in law school. Okay, I'm done. Moving on. My dad served in the Vietnam War and my brother in the Gulf War. My dad was also a military police. Thank you to all who served. Yes, indeed, Miss Rucker. We got a lot of military people over here that just don't understand a person like that. Like I said, we had military people, not a lot in my family, but we had people who served in the war in my family. hmm the last one would have been my oldest brother. Yep. And he was the end of the draft era because he was actually drafted into war. Yep. He took off that fall semester and didn't register in Southern University like he should have, was going to lay out a semester, and he got his letter to report. Sure did. So at least it's not like that. But, with the draft, her sons wouldn't have made it. Mm-mm. They wouldn't have passed the draft. They wouldn't have made it into war. She didn't have to worry about them going to war. Mm-mm. Because they had standards back then for you to even be drafted. Yes, indeed. Where am I? Guess I had walked away when you came in. Oh, you speaking to Boss Jimmy JJ. Okay. Living purpose. Freedom is free. That's what Memorial Day is all about. Callie has no clue. Exactly. The people who have died for your country. And we're free over here because of them. She doesn't have a clue. Mm-mm. And y'all, now, who was that said that that kitchen was outdated? And then you knew it because your kitchen was basically like but I bet you don't have no uh big old, is that a mop bucket up there at the top of the cabinet that she can't even reach? Why is it way up there? Why is it not in the laundry room but out in the garage somewhere? Why is it in the kitchen? Girl, I don't know, somewhere. They're the same great people on social media with different types of education. Tap into the greatest. I love it. Thank you, JJ, for life. Twyla. And I do have to agree, the young lady Day Day, when she said that the man that she is dating is a praying man, and that's what she needs because she never had that in her life. Shame on you, mom. See, I didn't see that, Twyla, but that's what she said. She does. She need prayer in her life, and she does need a praying man, a man of God in her life to try to change her life because she definitely has not been trained up in no church, Sunday school, vacation Bible school, none of that. Uh-uh. That could only help her. I agree, Twyla. Callie put me in time out. I was in the bushes and I got fed up with conversation and fell out the bushes and asked why she hasn't responded to me. Serious allegations. DJ is presenting timed out. Because she can't live in purpose. She can't respond to that. I mean, DJ is coming out with stuff all the time. And when she comes out with it, it's hard for Callie to say it ain't so because she bringing the papers with it. Then she want to say the papers are doctored and the papers are altered. Like DJ is that big of a nut like her to come out. But she was only worried about the age she was. She wasn't worried about what was on the paper. Did y'all notice that? I know it was altered because my age. Girl, the age ain't important. It was you on that paper. That's what was important. See how thrown off she is? Lord help me, Jesus. Rhonda Haynes, good morning. Ms.V, retired teacher and a military wife. As my mama, grandmama, and mother would say, just an alley cat, not my lifestyle. That's a good one, Rhonda. Never heard of that one before. I love it. Okay. Myra says, thank you, Devetta and JJ, for renewing your membership badges on behalf of Beautiful Butterflies. Thank you, Myra, because I sure didn't see it. I do appreciate it. Hanging out is laughing and living purpose. Living purpose, they don't want to answer about herself. No, JJ for life, they don't. Hey, Sharonda is saying, I have yet to meet a person who has had to call the police over 300 times on their kids. If you don't raise them like she did, I'm sure they was like alley cats up in there. She couldn't stay up in there without calling the police. They was probably after her. You never know about that woman and her children. Mm-mm. And it's something about Marjane I cannot figure out. She adores her and she always talks about her. It's like Day Day is there, but she kind of puts Day Day down and tells Day Day, go to your room. Don't come out here with those shorts on. I'm on live, this and that. But when it comes to Marjane, do y'all see the difference in how she idolizes one over the other? I'm just wondering if I'm the only one that sees that. And there's a reason too. It's gonna come out. Mm-hmm. Myra says, Bike Life, Pierre, Bike Life, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks. Okay, she's put his handle into the chat for those who want to subscribe to Pierre. You won't be alone. He has about 7,000 people over there. Subscribe to his page. And it's like his channel is just relaxing to me. It's always him riding his bikes, and yesterday the last one I watched, he was out on the water, and it's just a relaxing channel to go to when you had enough of the drama. Good morning, Miss Mary Francis. How are you this morning? Okay. Let's see. Myra saying, like, share, and subscribe to Chatting with Ms.V. Badges, super stickers, and super chats are available as well. If you like, bless the host at $ Beata Brown. Thank you. Thank you, Myra. Okay. Jewel Duncan, good morning. How are you? I hope all have a great day. You too, Jewel. Thank you for the hearts and the roses and the flowers and everything that you sent over this morning. And we pray you have a wonderful day also. Getting on down here. I'm coming up into my hour, y'all. Sharonda, let's see, what are you saying? It just seems like she would start a channel on legal advice. She is totally unprofessional. You would think, but I don't think she has enough experience from listening to her to start a channel when you got other people out here that are attorneys as well who have even said on their pages that, you know, the things that she's saying, she should not be saying, or she doesn't have enough experience to even talk about it. That's my take on it. She could do other things. She could start a dating and relationship channel, anything other than what she's over there saying and doing. And she could get more followers that way. Her mop bucket up on the cabinet because she doesn't use it. She uses the sink, just nasty. Oh Lord, Annette. Well, take it down. Somebody, could you get a ladder and go up there? Because all them people in there too short to get up there. They're gonna have to get up on the countertop to get the bucket down if they don't get a ladder. Those cabinets are tall. Kitchen ceiling very high. Sharonda, oh my God, Miss V, when I saw that mop bucket on top of the cabinet, I was absolutely speechless. Mop buckets go in a closet or a garage. Yeah. You ain't got no broom closet, you ain't got no laundry room or no garage to put it in. Not in the kitchen, Callie. Jesus. Hey, Elaine, good morning. Thank you for the roses. I appreciate that. There is no way she's using that mop bucket because Callie nor Day Day can reach it. Now, none of them in that. Look, Jubanger too short, too. I don't know about John. I ain't never really seen him. But I'm sure he ain't tall enough to get that mop bucket out the top of that cabinet. Everyone have a great day on purpose, says JJ for life. It is at the top of the hour for me. I appreciate all of you coming in. Y'all have a wonderful day, and we'll see you back tonight at 7:30. Much love to you. Bye bye.